Hi guys. I wanted to go ahead and do an astrology update video, and I've been doing a lot of like written posts recently, and I've had a lot of friends say that it is an easier format for them to watch a video. So, and I used to make videos, so I'm attempting again, I guess. And I possibly might start uploading on TikTok because I've had friends suggest that as well. I've never used that and I don't really know how to, but I know that it's like 10 minutes. So I'm trying to get my videos down to being 10 minutes, which is really difficult. It's a challenge for me, but I'm up for the challenge. And I wanted to talk to you today about planets in detriment a little bit because we have four planets that will, at least for the next 2 weeks, collectively be in detriment, and that's quite a bit. So it's kind of what we're working with. And I've spoke about Mars being in Cancer and how that's in detriment. It's been there since like the end of July or August of last year, which is a really long time. It's been retrograde, I think, since last month. So not only is it in its detriment, but it's in retrograde now. So our taking action initiative is really not what it should be right now for the collective. The reason Mars is in detriment in Cancer is because Cancer is an emotional energy. It's about our past, our childhood, our emotional core, and our home family life. And Mars is about taking action, how you take initiative, how you express your anger and your drive, even like your sexual drive. I can actually see a lot of people with Mars being in Cancer, like because it's your past, and Mars is like your sexual drive. I can see a lot of people going back to like past emotional connections and getting it on, sort of thing, with this energy, especially when it's a retrograde. And then when it goes direct at the end of the month, they might have to rethink if that was a good choice. I don't know. It's just something I thought of. But so yeah, Mars is in detriment and retrograde in Cancer, and then we have the Sun is in Aquarius right now. And the reason that the Sun is in the Sun is in detriment in Aquarius is because Aquarius is an energy that is about humanity, the collective, groups of people coming together. And I think that the Sun is about ego and how we show up in the world. It can also be about our job. But it's how we like express ourselves. And it's in detriment in Aquarius because, we can get so caught up in caring about humanity that we forget to express ourselves as an individual. And I think that it would be good to realize with this energy that if you are being your most authentic individual self, that is actually how you help humanity. It's kind of how I would come at this energy. And the other planet that is in detriment right now is Jupiter. Jupiter has been in Gemini since May of last year. It transits each sign for about a year. And it has been retrograde since the beginning of October. Jupiter is about our belief system. Our belief systems, like how we gain higher knowledge, how we grow and expand our positivity, abundance, what we find to be positive and abundant. And Gemini energy is about communication and thinking. So the reason that's in detriment in Gemini is because we have like an overabundance of information. I think that people have been feeling that for the past, like 8 months or whatever. A lot, like just so much information that you don't even know how to grow from it. And over the past 4 months, so it's been retrograde, we've been internally working with this energy. So we're kind of like getting rid of what we no longer align with in our beliefs and kind of refining what we do believe in. And then when it went direct today, this morning, yay, we're going to see a lot more positivity outwardly external growth, basically, and positivity and abundance. Things are going to start moving in that direction a little bit more. Um, but yeah, I think that the way to use the Jupiter in Gemini energy effectively would be trying to not overthink and realizing that you can never sift through all the information. You just have to choose what you believe and go with that, what makes most sense to you. And then the last planet that we have that is in detriment right now just moved into that sign today is Venus. So Venus just moved into Aries today. And Venus is about our desires. It's a really receptive, feminine energy. And it could be about money and our possessions. And in Aries is a sign that's ruled by Mars. So those are kind of really different energies. That's why it's in detriment here, because, it's about relationships also, romantic relationships. So when Venus is in Aries, we kind of just go after what we desire, and we don't wait. Like, we don't have that receptive letting things that align with us come to us. We just go after it. And that's not always good, especially in relationships, because you need to have that time to kind of, figure out if this is right for you, and instead of just, I want that one and going after it, because it might not be right. And I feel like a lot of people are going to come into this understanding with this Venus and Aries, because it will go retrograde next month and then go back direct again into April. I think it actually is the beginning of May. So it's going to be here for a couple months in and out of Aries and Pisces. So we're going to have to probably go over and revise different relationships or finances or stuff like that over the next couple months with Venus and Aries. And the reason that Venus moving into Aries today is so important is because we just got through with this North Node in Aries transit over the last 18 months. It just ended a couple weeks ago. And the North Node in Aries was about us really figuring out who we are individually and how we can have better relationships with a focus on being ourselves and attracting the right people through no longer people pleasing, but like showing up as us and taking initiative. And so we've already went through that. We've already been learning that the last 18 months, and now Venus is here, and we're going to have new desires, because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's about newness. So we're going to have these new desires come up now after learning more about ourselves. And it will come up again in the future this year into next year, because Neptune and Saturn will move into the beginning of Aries, which is huge because they're outer planets. They have longer or shorter orbits. So it's more important. Like, their changes are more profound, I suppose. And so we're going to be going over this energy again. We learn more each time, but it's going to have pretty powerful changes in this area. So pay attention to what you desire over the next couple months, and working on refining those desires and working at going after them in a more efficient way, I suppose. Aligning desires with being receptive also, and taking initiative. But anyway, yeah, so I just kind of wanted to give you guys some information about that. I have no light in my living room, and this is super dark. But hopefully that was under 10 minutes. Oh, yes, it was. Okay. I hope that was helpful to at least one person, and thanks for listening, and I'll hopefully make another video soon.